Hi, my name's Davey Austin. I work up at Nevis Range as one of the assistant hill managers. There's two of us working up on the hill helping Chris out. What I'm going to do today is just give you a wee talk about the weather and the things that we look at and what we see to update things during the winter time. We spend a lot of time looking at forecasts. Probably from 6 o'clock in the morning I've started to look at forecasts to see what our day is going to bring to us. We use a company called NetWeather, which gives us a fairly accurate hourly breakdown for a 48-hour run, and then gives us a breakdown up to 10 days out. This means we can not only have a look at what happens on a daily basis, so we can see whether we have a possibility, if we've got high winds in the morning, whether we have a possibility of opening later in the day, or if we've not got much wind in the morning and then it looks like getting worse, we have a good idea what's going to happen and we can make plans for that. But it's good to be able to see out ahead, particularly when we get a 10-day. It's not definitely accurate at that distance, but we have a good idea what's going to happen. So we'll have a look at the charts, we'll have a look at what our wind speeds are going to be, we'll have a look at the precipitation amounts, and we'll have a look at the temperatures. And those three will give us a fairly good idea, particularly in the short term, of what sort of weather we're going to get, what sort of snowfall we're going to get, whether we can use the snow cannons to make snow where we need low temperatures but also low wind speeds, so we can try and make sure that we've got everything set up for whatever the weather throws at us. We look at these from first thing in the morning. Not only do we look at the stuff that NetWeather gives us, but we also look at the avalanche forecast that comes in every afternoon, and we also look at what the Met Office provides. And the information from the Met Office now, it also gives an hourly breakdown for a 24-hour period, but we're also capable of getting wind speeds direct from the top of the mountain, and that gives you an immediate insight as to what exactly the wind speeds are doing and whether they're potentially increasing or whether they're coming down. We've also got a Met station at the top of the quad chair, so we've got several levels that we can take information from that's going to give us a better idea of what the day is going to bring and what the weather's going to be into the next 3 or 4 days in front of us, and then potentially up to 10 days out. All the information from the top, we've got information that the gondola operators send down first thing in the morning, so all this gets compiled. If we have poor weather forecast, then we can potentially put out a wind warning, and that lets people know that we may have issues with the wind, but it also lets us know 24 hours in advance what we're going to be expecting for the following day, which is really good for predicting how many staff we're going to bring in, how many lifts we think we're going to be opening, etc. So that's a little insight on what we do with the weather. It's a constant thing for us, but it just gives you a bit of an idea about what we do to have an update on a daily basis. The other things that we've got going on just now, there is servicing still available at Ski Hire. We've been fairly quiet with Ski Hire, so if anybody needs equipment sorted out, Ski Hire is, if you drop your equipment off at hire, they will sharpen your edges, wax your bases, get everything ready for when the snow arrives soon. Ski and board for half price, which will be on Sunday the 10th of January, and that applies to the full price adult and the child zone A tickets. And the other thing that we've got going on looking out into the future is on the 24th of January we've got the Bat Corries workshops. So that is particularly for people who are interested in doing ski mountaineering, or who are interested in venturing into the Bat Corries. It'll give them an insight on where they can get information from, where they can get avalanche details from, and how to cope with getting into the back, and how to be able to assess some of the conditions themselves when they're in there. Hopefully we'll get snow in the next couple of days. It's certainly improving a lot on the mountain now. We're certainly increasing the amount of snow. It's looking colder into the weekend, and it's looking a lot colder next week. So as long as the snow keeps falling, we can get the snow cannons out. Hopefully we'll get everything sorted very soon.